Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Legendary Game of Heroes. Now, this is going to be the short videos, and these are going to be the videos I'm going to be creating for the next few weeks at least, as I'm still out. So no streams, but as I have some free time, I thought that I would just do some quick videos. And I wanted to do one this time because I did manage to get the full team. I used Dust to craft the ultra rare as well as the Master Collection card to get the ultimate form, and I managed to get the event card from the free pull. And so I do have the full deck here, and if you take a look at the relics, I didn't get the relics this time as I said I wouldn't, and instead I have a healing relic here, the Earth Scepter. So Earth Scepters is going to be a really good relic to use for this particular setup because each of the this team has a healing component to it, and so adding a scepter here will help with a heal as well. Now, having said all this, I actually don't feel that this particular card, Herlin the Windwalker, is as great an addition to this particular deck. And that is because all it does is it creates three Earth Gems, and it doesn't actually apply its skill to other cards. And so it's a very standalone card, and it's very underpowered at creating only 3 Earth Power Gem 1s. And instead, I would actually rather put in the second support card here to sort of fill out this team. Now, what I do like about this team is that it is self-sufficient in that it can be a good deck on its own. It doesn't actually require any Generation 2 cards, but it also can play nice with other decks. So you can put other cards in here, and it can work pretty well as also. And so we're gonna take a look at this deck, and I'm gonna talk about how to actually use this deck if you're still trying to figure it out. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up against a challenge boss right now. We're gonna go up against the Beast, who actually is going to cast counterattack, and it does actually get countered by Chantel, our Master Collection card. And so we're going to go ahead and use 3 keys right now, and we're going to see how much damage we're able to output with this particular setup. Now, what I'm going to talk about is the activation order, when you should actually activate the cards. So on the first turn, you want to make sure you try and generate some power gems here, if you can, and then now you have a couple of choices. If you wanted to maximize the amount of damage, then you actually wouldn't want to activate on this turn, but you always want to only activate the turn right before you get hit. Now, the reason why I said you don't want it to activate right away is because I wanted to generate some additional power gems. When you get hit, you will actually generate some power gems as well, and so I wanted to take advantage of that. Now the next turn, where the turn right before the boss is about to attack, then we're going to go ahead and activate the support card, ultimate form, and the ultra rare before activating the Master Collection card. You want to activate Master Collection card next because it will activate immediately, whereas the other cards only activate only after it gets hit will it activate. And so what we did here is we actually waited a turn. We didn't have to, but we chose to. And we can see that this particular method got us over 2 trillion damage in damage output. Now, I think if you did it on the first turn, it will be a little bit lower. And I'm actually going to go ahead and attack this right now, just so that I think we're going to take out this Frenzy boss here. And so this actually is a pretty good team, I think, and that we could actually take out pretty strong bosses there. And now, it looks like I might need to help out my teammates here, and we're gonna go ahead and use this as well. So you can also use this deck against the Light Frenzy boss here. So we could actually see how this would work against an off affinity team. Now, I mentioned this in my preview. This team is going to be really strong against the gold trial boss, Century Storm. And so if you do have this deck, it is at least a team that you can use effectively against the trial boss. And so hopefully it can help get you closer to the cudgel there. And so with this, off affinity, with this particular setup on turn 1, we weren't able to take out the boss right away, again, because we don't have the affinity bonus. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait a few turns here because every 4 turns you're going to be able to activate, and so the timing works out well for a Slayer boss because this is the turn where you can actually activate everything again, and so that this is the turn right before you get hit, and that is exactly what we want. So we're going to go ahead and activate, and then the next turn when we actually get hit, then we would activate again. We were able to take out the frenzy boss there, so that's good, but that would be the activation order and how you could go against an off affinity boss. Now, if you wanted to, you could also You could also add other cards. So, it's not as strong as the Harwan Gorilla, but if you wanted to, I would, there's a couple of options. I've been trying to play around with which card to take out, and I would think that you could choose to take out either Berserker Ayla, or you could take out Frenzied Fury. Now, personally, I would have taken out the support card, just because I think that it would give you, having a bit more power gems is going to help power up the Harwan Gorilla a little bit better, so that it can actually deal more damage. And so again, this is a setup that doesn't actually use any of the current event relic, and it can still deal pretty good damage there. And we're actually going to go and use one key here, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to showcase how this works in a 3-key scenario. But so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how this would look if you were to put in a different card, such as the Harwan Gorilla there. And so you would activate in the same order here. You would activate the ultra rare, the ultimate form, and the support card the turn right before you get hit. And then now you would go ahead and do a gem swap, and then afterwards you would activate the ultimate form for Harwan Gorilla plus the Master Collection card. And so this is where you can see it doesn't actually fill the board with gems here, but it can actually deal pretty good damage, especially considering that in a 3-key scenario, you're going to have the 5x bonus from the Harwan Gorilla. That's where it really makes up for it. And so we were able to easily take out this boss with 1 key. And so to me personally, I think that if you were to get this team, and if you're just starting out, you don't have any of the other Earth Slayer teams, this is a good team to use. And in the future, you could always replace one of the cards with another card that actually, can generate some good either nuke damage or good power gem generation. And so there are going to be pretty good options for you to use here. And so so to me, again, like I said, personally, I think that using the team without the event card is going to be the better option. The only reason why I think you would want to keep it in there would be for its I think, there's actually no reason, because the counter skill counters counterattack, which you already get from your Master Collection card. And so to me, using the support card is going to be your best option. You have heals already from other cards, and you have gem generation, power gem generation. And so I think this by itself is a good deck to use, and hopefully this helps with helps you understanding the how to activate the deck and how to use it effectively. So that's it for today's episode. Please let me know in messages below if there's anything else you'd like to see. Again, the videos will come out periodically as I have the time. Generally, I try to do this when everybody's sleeping. The timing works out well so that I can do this quietly, and hopefully I'll be able to do this for the next event for a preview, as well as see if we can do a deck preview as well. And also keep in mind, I do have these pre-recorded videos where I do some interviews with communities from around Legendary. This was done before I left on vacation, and I have them set up so they will come out automatically once a week. So let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for your support, and I will see you in the next episode. Again, no stream for the next few weeks, but I'll see you when I get back. Take care. See you next time.